I'll never forget that day. It started like any other peaceful Saturday, the kind of morning that makes you feel lucky to live in a quiet suburban neighborhood. The sun was shining, a soft breeze rustled the trees, and you could hear a mix of lawnmowers buzzing and sprinklers clicking, birds chirping, kids riding bikes, neighbors sipping coffee on porches. And I was standing in my kitchen, making 2 cups of coffee, one for me and one for my daughter, Emily. She was coming over for a visit. Nothing unusual. Just a regular family morning. Emily's always been calm, composed, the kind of person you'd never suspect of being a federal agent. That day, she wore jeans, sneakers, and a plain hoodie, hair in a ponytail. She looked like anyone's daughter, but underneath that calm smile is someone who's been through tactical FBI training, who's seen things most people wouldn't believe, and who doesn't back down from a threat. Anyway, she parked right in front of the house, same place she's parked for years. We've lived here 12 years and not once had a single issue. She stepped out of her car with a coffee in hand, waved at a neighbor walking their dog, and was halfway up the path when it happened. A voice barked from down the sidewalk. "Hey, you can't park there!" Emily turned around, a little surprised. A man, big guy, bulky, wearing a black tactical vest, was storming toward her. I could see him from the window. He looked like some off-duty cop playing mall security. He had that look, someone just dying to assert authority. Emily raised an eyebrow. "Excuse me?" He walked right up, puffing out his chest. "HOA rules. No guest parking without a permit. This is your only warning. Move the vehicle or face the consequences." I stepped outside at that point. "She's my daughter. She's visiting. She's always parked there." He didn't even look at me. His eyes were locked on her. "This isn't your business, sir. She's breaking HOA rules, and I'm security." Emily stayed calm. That's who she is. She smiled politely and said, "Sir, I'm visiting my father. I'll be gone in less than an hour." But instead of backing off, he doubled down. "I don't care if you're the mayor's daughter. I'm HOA security, and I have authority to remove you." That's when things went sideways. He reached into his vest and pulled out a gun, a loaded weapon, on a quiet residential street, over a parking space. The world froze. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. A man pointing a firearm at my daughter in broad daylight, like it was the Wild West. The neighbors noticed too. One woman screamed. A few people came running out. Someone down the block pulled out their phone and started recording. But Emily, she didn't flinch, didn't blink, didn't move a muscle. She raised her hands slowly and said, crystal clear, "Sir, put the weapon down." But he didn't. In fact, he took a step closer, gun still raised. "You think I won't? Try me," he shouted. What he didn't know, what none of them knew, was who Emily really was. And in the blink of an eye, she showed them. She stepped to the side, smoothly reached beneath her hoodie, and pulled out a badge. FBI Tactical Commander. Final. Warning. Lower your weapon. The color drained from his face. He hesitated. You could see him trying to figure out if this was real. That hesitation, it cost him. Emily kicked the gun from his hand, twisted his arm behind his back, and brought him down in one fluid motion. She cuffed him right there on the grass, knee on his back, weapon secured. The crowd was silent. All you could hear was his breathing, panicked and broken. Within 5 minutes, local police arrived. Turns out he wasn't even real security. Had printed a fake HOA ID, bought a vest online, and convinced the HOA board he could enforce rules better than the lazy cops. No background check, no training, no authority. Just a guy on a power trip playing soldier in a neighborhood full of families. He was charged with brandishing a firearm, impersonating a law enforcement officer, and, here's the kicker, threatening a federal agent. As they took him away, handcuffed and humiliated, Emily walked over to me, brushed a bit of dirt off her sleeve, and said, "So, coffee still warm?" We both laughed. Went inside like it was just another Saturday. But trust me, After that, no one in that neighborhood ever questioned where Emily parked again, or who she really was. If this story gave you chills, just wait till you see what's coming next. At QZ Stories, every episode dives deeper into real drama, bold revenge, and shocking twists. Subscribe now and turn on the bell, because missing one might just keep you up at night.